Ellen McCauley, pray it off in Syracuse, New York. One of the things I was afraid of is that I'm not going to have time to finish all the great articles about time. So I'm going to beg you to really read, especially this next one by Marianne Williamson. I am a real fan of hers. I've read The Age of Miracles. I've read A Return to Love. I love Marianne Williamson. She has said so many profound things in here that we can find the sacred in everyday life. Just like Mother Teresa says, to do small things with great love, to be set free of our obsessions with the past and future is to be free of the chains that bind us to them. I was chained to my failures in weight loss in the past, chained to them, thinking I will never succeed. I have been a failure. I've been chained to the sins of my past, thinking I should have been a better person. I'm finding this freedom that comes only from the grace of God, and it's so good. We do not heal the past by dwelling there. We heal the past by living fully in the present. We do not secure a better future by living in the future. We secure a better future by living full and well in the present. The only point where God's time eternity meets time as we know it is in the present moment. And in that place of power, both past and future are healed. I was the least afraid to fly this time than I ever had been in my life because I was holding my Bobby's hand, number one. Nothing feels better than that. And number two, God's will be done. His will be done. We have unlimited opportunities for new beginnings. Think about that. 2 people cried in there tonight, and I felt their tears. I've cried their tears. Where you have just said, I can't do this. I can't lose weight. I can't do it. I've done that. I've cried those tears, buckets of them. And I said to both of them tonight, now is the time for a new beginning because you're here. You could have said, forget it. I'm quitting that stupid group. But you didn't. You came. Start a new beginning tonight. The future is in the hands of God. Good use of our time is the most important thing in making health a priority. You know, sometimes think you need to have an hour alone to pray. I was on the phone with a lady today. I never prayed harder today than I prayed on the phone with this lady because she started out telling, I always say, how can we help? How can I help you? She started out back in 1941, and I just wanted to know how I could help her today. And several times I was going, help me, Jesus. Help her get to the point, Lord. Help me, Jesus. I got 15 people. I got to call back. And then I would be like, she'd take a breath. I'm like, how can we help you today? I just want her, and I was praying, Lord, help me not to lose my patience. You can pray and not have to be silent or with talking to the other person. We need to be patient and kind, and sometimes you got to pray for it. And family and friends, nothing better. We got to get together with them. It doesn't mean you have to overeat. We need to, if you want to make good use of your time, you've got to know what's most important to you. Most important to you. I took this survey on the health of the Syracuse community, and one thing was pick the 5 things that are most important to you. And I picked number one, I picked faith. And I thought to myself, I wonder how many people will pick faith as number 1. What do you guys think? No, I'm not saying, oh, Ellen, you're so great, you picked faith as number 1. I'm just curious.
In this group or in your survey?
No, in the Syracuse survey. I'm not counting.
Oh. Do you know the answer?
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm wondering if any. Maybe a few. Maybe a few.
I think there's, there's faithful people out there.
Well, I don't know if they're taking that survey, though. I'm only kidding. But I don't think people are put it. I have learned to put faith as number 1. Because I would usually put my family as number 1. And now I put faith as number 1, because if your faith is number 1, God will take care of your family. Okay, and this last one is 17 ways to lose weight when you have no time. You know, they're also basic, smaller portions. And it says don't skip meals. I am doing extremely well, still not having breakfast. You know, food swaps. you know, my daughter has some really good tasty snacks, and I had a couple of a few. I didn't need to make a meal on them, as McCauley says. Be active, high-tech solutions. Katie, what's that app you use? My Fitness Pal. So if an app helps you, use an app. You can use a Fitbit app. You can use a lot of apps. Get a handle on your stress. Again, at least 5 people said to me tonight, Ellen, I haven't done well since we haven't had the meetings. I'm under so much stress. I don't know when we're ever going to not be under stress.
Amen.
Because even when you're retired, you worry about your children, your grandchildren. You worry about this. Is there enough money? Is there this? Is there that? Stress is an inherent part of life, and we need to learn how to rely on God and how to not rely on food. Grilled cauliflower steaks. This is such an easy recipe, and these are fabulous. Now, you might look at this and say, Ellen, I don't like ground cumin. Don't put it on there, okay? So I'm going to stop right there, Bobby, and I would like everyone